Talks of the military buildup came to a head today as the second-in-command of the U.S. Navy, Undersecretary Robert Work, and Assistant Secretary of the Navy, Jacqueline Pfannenstiel, paid Governor Eddie Calvo and Lieutenant Governor Ray Tenorio an in-person visit this morning.
We've had some very productive and frank discussions this morning, and with that, it's nice to see that there's been some progress, a lot of progress.
Progress that, according to Work, includes a new approach to Pocket Village.
The first thing is I want to clear up any misconceptions or about Pocket. We are going to commit to the governor and commit to the people of Guam that there will be unimpeded access to Pocket Village, Pocket Cave, and the access to those areas.
Another misconception Work said he wanted to clear up was the notion that the local government had X amount of time to sign off on the programmatic agreement.
There's a lot of misunderstanding on this. The U.S. government and the Department of the Navy never meant to try to set an ultimatum or a deadline to the governor or the legislator.
Work went on to say that they would make a commitment to Guam to ensure cultural aspects of Guam are not damaged during the buildup and that the military footprint would be reduced.
The last thing I want to commit to you is that at the end of this buildup, there will be less acreage under U.S. government control than there is now.
This is Assistant Secretary Pfannenstiel's fourth visit to Guam.
Since I've been in this position, and I've come here every time to listen, to hear what's of concern and what we can do to make sure that we are partners and that at the end of the day when the Marines are here, they're welcomed, they're neighbors.
After the Navy officials left the governor's office, they then paid a visit to the members of the legislature, where they were welcomed with skepticism that the buildup would in fact benefit the people of Guam.
There's still a lot of unanswered questions, but as you probably heard, is that every single member were very candid with them. They told them how we feel about the build-up, how the people feel about the build-up.
Work assured senators that Pocket was off the table, but the at times confrontational senators did not easily swallow the statement.
They're saying that Pocket is off the table, but it really isn't in the sense that they're still looking at surrounding areas where Pocket is at. They're not very definitive in terms of which lands. All we know is that it's still Route 15.
Work did concede that Route 15 is still the preferred site and told senators that they would do all they could to mitigate noise and other negative aspects that would come with the range. And while both Work and Pfannenstiel stressed that they were not pressuring the local government to sign off on the PA, they did make it clear that PA could help pave the way for a wave of cash flow into Guam.
What we have been interested in doing is moving forward on about $1 billion worth of construction projects that we cannot do until the programmatic agreement is signed.
But for Senator Tina Muñoz Barnes and many of her fellow senators, the agreement is a sticking point they are not ready to agree on.
And when they talk about this programmatic agreement, which we all believe may be a problematic agreement moving forward, we already have federal guidelines in place based on Section 106 that we can work with.
Still, the administration, for its part, expressed that the talks had proved fruitful and had furthered their quest for a buildup that will benefit the people of Guam.
I feel very good about the direction of this buildup in that it will not only be a military buildup, but will be a Guam buildup.
While the talks with Guam officials were long, especially with the legislature, which lasted several hours, the team's visit was a short one, lasting just one day. The team left the meeting and headed straight to Anderson, where they flew out this afternoon. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Lanny Walker.